Number 25. Lynn Swann's juggling catch, 1975. Lynn Swann's performance during Super Bowl X resulted in him being named the year's most valuable player. The highlight moment was his 53-yard juggling reception. Number 24. Jesse Owens debunks the Aryan myth, in 1936. Jesse Owens, an African-American athlete, went directly up against the Aryan dominance message of the Third Reich during the Summer Olympics of 1936 in Berlin. He showed his dominance by setting 3 world records and 1 Olympic record, a feat that remained unmatched for 48 years. Number 23. Jackie Robinson's Major League contract with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1945. Jackie Robinson was hailed as the first man to break the color barrier in the world of baseball when he became the first African American to play in the major leagues. Number 22. Roger Bannister breaks the 4-minute mile in 1954. On May 6, 1954, Roger became the first man to achieve an unthinkable feat, to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. A 25-year-old British medical student, his close time of 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds was accomplished at the Iffley Road track in Oxford, England. Number 21. The Catch in 1954. This was the name given to the play made by New York Giants outfielder Willie Mays during the 1954 World Series. One of the most memorable catches in the game's history, it prevented the Indians from scoring any more runs, and the Giants won the game in overtime. Number 20. Cassius Clay defeats Sonny Liston for heavyweight championship in 1964. A one-night event on February 25, 1964 in Miami, Florida, holds the record, witnessing one of the most amazing upsets in the annals of sports with a brash, fast-talking 22-year-old Olympic champion named Cassius Clay when he held his ground against the menacing heavyweight champion, the indestructible Sonny Liston. Number 19. Bob Beamon shatters the long jump world record in 1968. 24-year-old New Yorker Bob Beamon made history on October 18, 1968, when he shattered the Olympic world record in long jump by nearly 2 feet. Number 18. Immaculate reception in 1972. This shoestring catch was made by Steelers running back Franco Harris at the AFC divisional playoff between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders, which started the decade of playoff wins for the Steelers, as well as their 4 Super Bowls. Number 17. The Rumble in the Jungle in 1974. This famous boxing match, which was held in Zaire on the 30th of October 1974, pitted the world heavyweight champion at that time, George Foreman, against the former champion, Muhammad Ali. Number 16. The Thrilla in Manila, Ali vs. Frazier 3, 1975. Although the fight of the century in 1971 was arguably the most anticipated and most watched sporting event to date, as it was the first official fight between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, their third fight in Manila, Philippines, was considered to be their most memorable, not only because it was their last fight, but also due to how it played out. As recorded by sports historians, the pace of the fight and brutality of the blows was unprecedented for a heavyweight match. Number 15. Babe Ruth, live ball era in 1920. The popularity of baseball was mainly attributed due to the influence of Babe Ruth, who was dubbed the greatest all-around player in the history of baseball. During his live ball era, his big swing led to swelling home run totals that not only excited fans, but also left him with a career total of 714 home runs. Number 14. Nadia Comaneci becomes the first gymnast to achieve a perfect 10 in 1976. Nadia Comaneci will be forever remembered not only as the first gymnast to receive a perfect score of 10 in Olympic competition, but also as the youngest all-around Olympic gold medalist ever. At the age of 14, she went to the 1976 Montreal Games with little expectations. However, she not only scored 10.0 for her performance on the uneven bars, but also went on to record 10.06 more times. Number 13. The USA hockey team defeats the Soviet juggernaut 4-3 in 1980. The game of the 1980 USA hockey team is hailed as one of the greatest sporting events of all time due to its political and social implications. Amidst the Iranian hostage crisis and the Soviet invasions of Afghanistan, the fabled Miracle on Ice made an impact on American sports history. Number 12. The Play, 1982. One of the most memorable plays in football history was a last-ditch kickoff by the University of California's Golden Bears versus Stanford University during the Big Game, which was their 85th rivalry. Number 11. Michael Jordan was drafted by the Chicago Bulls, 1984. The Chicago Bulls really made the right move in drafting Michael Jordan on June 19, 1984. You may wonder, however, why the most famous sports celebrity of all time and the best player in the history of basketball would rank 3rd overall in the 1984 NBA draft. Of course, this does not hinder Michael Jordan from scoring like there's no tomorrow, providing blanket defense and making picture-perfect slams. Number 10. The Hand of God goal in 1986. Made by Argentina's Diego Maradona during the quarterfinals of the 1986 FIFA World Cup, where Argentina beat England 2-1, it's still famous for its inaccurate ruling as a legitimate goal, since Maradona used his left fist to bat the ball into the goal without the referees noticing. After the game, he was quoted as saying the goal was a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God, which led to the name. Number 9. The goal of the century, 1986. Voted as the greatest goal in FIFA World Cup history on the FIFA website, this one eclipsed Diego Maradona's controversial Hand of God goal during the same quarterfinals against England. 4 minutes after he made that goal, he received the ball a few hundred yards behind the halfway line, spun around 3 defenders and hurled the ball into the goal. Number 8. The Shot, 1989. This is the game-winning basket that Michael Jordan made during the 1989 NBA playoffs against the Cleveland Cavaliers, where the Bulls were behind 100-99 with 3.2 seconds remaining on the clock. Number 7. Montana to Taylor, 1989. During Super Bowl 23, the Cincinnati Bengals were in the lead with just over 3 minutes left against the San Francisco 49ers. Joe Montana, nicknamed Joe Cool, led the 49ers on a 92-yard scoring drive to beat Cincinnati at the last minute with a pass to John Taylor with just 39 seconds left on the clock. Number 6. Mike Jones's tackle, 1990. During Super Bowl 24, where the St. Louis Rams were leading the game 23-16 against the Tennessee Titans with 10 seconds left, Steve McNair, a quarterback for the Titans, delivered a pass on a slant pattern to Kevin Dyson, who darted toward the end zone but was tackled by Mike Jones at the 1-yard line. The image of the tackle where Dyson was reaching out the ball as Jones drags him down stays on the minds of spectators and viewers alike. Number 5. The ball of the century, 1993. In the history of cricket, this delivery was considered one of the most memorable plays ever. On the second day of the 1993 Ashes series, Australia's Shane Warne bowled a cricket delivery that shocked the entire world. With a leg spin, which is characterized by a counterclockwise spin that causes the ball to drift right, he stunned England's batsman Mike Gatting and the world as well. Number 4. Tiger Woods, the youngest Masters champ on record, 1997. The sociological phenomenon that was Tiger Woods has cemented his social and international celebrity status when he achieved a record 18-under Masters victory by 12 strokes. He was only 21 when on his 15th appearance as a pro he became the youngest ever to win the Masters in the 61-year history of the tournament. Number 3. Roddick Sportsmanship, 2005. Andy Roddick was not only one of the best tennis players in the world, but was also credited for his good sportsmanship, a trait that usually gets unnoticed in the world of sports. In a match against Fernando Verdasco during the Rome Masters tournament in Florida in 2005, there was a match point made by his opponent that a line judge ruled as out of bounds. However, Roddick appealed to the chair umpire to overrule the line judge call as he felt that the ball was fair. Number 2. David Tyree helmet catch, 2008. When the Patriots looked like they were going to win the Super Bowl, David Tyree made an incredible play that changed the game. The Giants were on their 3rd and 20 to go when Eli Manning pitched one up for grabs, only to see it end in Tyree's hands pinned against the top of his helmet. And number 1, Harrison runs for 100 yards in 2009. Though the Arizona Cardinals looked like they were ready to take a 14-10 lead against the Pittsburgh Steelers going into halftime, James Harrison had other ideas. The clock was running out as he sprinted towards the end zone, and after some terrific blocking by his teammates, he was able to slide down in for a touchdown just before Larry Fitzgerald tackled him. It was a 14-point swing, which was decided at the last minute. If you liked the video you just saw, then consider clicking on the button at the top right to subscribe. Also, check out our other popular videos, 25 places that look like they're from another planet, and 25